It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks. Started the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's caught by Ware. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield now from the 50. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The Browns send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Watch the twist. Hey, check 24. Check 24. One foot. Block that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Watch Mike. And here we go. Deeper. Watch the pass.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest when the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And it's complete. Hooper. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
A
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Cross. Check. He's coming, double up.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Watch the screen. 36 power.
It's Wilson on the option. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
A 4-yard
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Browns' 5-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, alert. Shoot. Slam.
From the shotgun, Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Seahawks 7, Browns nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Mayfield. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Browns nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 26, check 26.
On the run, it's Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We dominate today.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
I don't think you got it, son. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Fair, fair.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
5-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
5-2 to Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Good job right there. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Wilson will throw again. That's complete into the hands of Carson. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So with 4th down looming, Dan Quinn sends out his field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Mike check 33. 33. It's just me.
To throw again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Any day. Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike. Alert. 52 to Mike. Watch Mike. I got you, son.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds, this will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off at the 22.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. From the gun, Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Alert. I can't believe they even let you play.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he's going to get this one down to the 45. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Seahawks 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Mayfield. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Laviska Chenault, the intended target. And it's third down.
It's third down. And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On the counter, Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is indeed good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson forced out to his left, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch safety 3, 14. Safety's creeping. Jim. Hey, alert. Hard shit, 33. Hey, double up.
Throwing again, Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
21, the ball carrier.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Carson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Seahawks are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
He's checking. Crabs, gotta go, in and out, let's go.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now after the play, oh, man, it's Barkley who appears to be shaken up. He's down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
49-yard line.
Mayfield looks to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Mayfield off the play fake. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Saquon Barkley.
25 yards that time.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Flush to his right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he takes this one in for a Brown score.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
At the 29-yard.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd. Go. Under 10. Got it. Check that.
Here's Carson. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Tackled at the 32-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, alert three. Shit. Check four.
They run for it with Carson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it. They got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
52 is the mic.
On first down, Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
10 at the 24-yard line.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
52 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 24.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Hey, 0.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one who failed. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go to chill. I'm making a flip. My life is a flip.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Easy.
Check 13.
To throw again, Wilson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Albert Okuebunam was the target there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
52. Run left. Check.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Now the Seahawks face a big 2-point conversion attempt.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Throwing Throwing again here, Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do. But I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 44, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So how about that? You draft him in the 1st round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Seahawks 20, Browns 12.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And the Browns 1st down.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On third down, Mayfield. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on first down and completing it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Mayfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Is a turnover on downs.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson wants to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. They run it with Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they take a knee.
Today's final score, Seahawks 20, Browns 12.